Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to our garage tour / exploration of game mechanics. Today I would like to have a look, there's a couple of things that I want to have a look at. One in particular, someone has given me a valuable tip concerning the container over here. We have the container over here, but someone has given me a very valuable tip concerning the container. We're going to have a look at that in a minute, but we're not going to look at it just yet. I've got this tractor right here, but I did just want to check, see if there's a faster one. So that one right there is a 60k, that one's a 50, that one's a 50, that one's a 50, that one's a 50, that one's a 60. JCB there is 70k. Right, so we're going to have a look at the JCB right here. We can go for Trelleborg, we can go for the Nokian. These are apparently for road work, which I knew about, grass work, which I knew about, but they're also apparently for snow and ice. Apparently they grip better on snow and ice than standard tractor tires. I think I did say that before, but somebody explained how it works. Basically, something to do with melting the snow and then the ice gets onto the tires and it provides a better grip than just the rubber, something like that. Anyway, that's how it is. So Michelin have got wide tires, Trelleborg have got standard or wide, and then Nokian are exactly as they are. So you literally you've got very few choices with tires on the JCB, but this is one that we're going to go for. We're going to go with that one right there, and we will buy that bad boy. Okay, so this will give us a 70k top speed. So you over here, let's just shut you down a minute. And then I want to go in here and I want to get us a trailer. Going to have a look at the tippers. We haven't really looked at the tippers yet. We don't have that many options. That one there is able to transform into a flatbed, which I did know about. You can have the Bell loading wagon right there, but I don't think any of the others have got that. So that one right there, you got Wheel Brand, Lizard, Michelin, Trelleborg. That's it. You do have colours and rim colours and so on, so you can colour that trailer. Farm Tech right there. You've got the Wheel Brands again. Those don't... I don't know about that one. Does that one have more options? No, that's the design. I think I've already looked at this a little bit. And what about you? The Shootermaker. And is it Shootermaker? Yeah, I think it's Shootermaker. I think so. I could be wrong on this, though. I could be very wrong. Extension there. That one... Oh, I see. Right. The extension on the back, that gives you an extra 3,500 litres. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. But that's the Shootermaker right there. So, back. There we go. And Joskin right here. This one doesn't have any options. Then we've got the Strautmann. That one, again, doesn't have any other options. The Cramper there. Now, I used to have a mod for the Cramper trailer. This one has 48... Oh, this is actually a smaller one. This is a smaller Cramper trailer. I had a mod for the standard in-game one, which was that one. It was that Cramper trailer right there. And my mod actually had raised sides that gave you extra capacity. And it also had a rear hitch. Now, I imagine that a rear hitch on one of those is not necessarily particularly realistic, but it was great. I had road trains galore with that one, and I thought it was really cool. So then we've got this one here. I have heard that the tarp doesn't work properly on this one, and that it doesn't auto-remove, but a lot of people really like this one. This is the one that drops out down the bottom. What else have we got? That's it for trailers at the moment. It was either that one or the Wilson right here. But this is another one that drops out down the bottom. It doesn't tip up or anything. But yeah, it was something to do with the tarpaulin not moving back when it should. And then the grain being able to drop through the top. But I mean, that is a very minor bug as far as I'm concerned. It's just like really insignificant in the way as far as bugs are concerned. I think I'm going to go with that one though. The Bandit 750. We've got Trelleborg. We've got Michelin. I'm going to go for Michelin wheels on there. I'm going to buy you. Yes. Okay. And right. Now, why have I just spent absolutely ages looking at trailers and going through that? Because I want to get onto this tractor now. A brand new JCB here. Right. it does seem a little bit sluggish. This is something that someone else pointed out to me. I think it was Patrio Gracemark, actually, pointed out to me that the tractor seemed a little bit sluggish on the keyboard. So I wanted to have a quick look and see if there was any alterations you can do. So you've got steering back speed, vehicle arm sensitivity, GUI, there's volumes over there, measuring units. So steering back speed, it's not going to be that. That's the speed at which the wheels go back to upright, essentially. But he felt that it was a little bit sluggish in the speed that the accelerator worked. And it doesn't look like there is anything that you can do to change that at the moment. I don't know if anybody knows of any setting that I'm overlooking here. In order to, it doesn't look like, I mean, you got the stop and go braking. I don't know if the stop and go braking, if you switch that off, whether that would change it round. So keep the brake button held, automatically start reversing once you come to a standstill. Switch that off a minute like that, and we'll try that. Let's see if that makes a difference. Because then you've got to slow down and stop. That does make a difference. Right. I'm backing up now, and then I stop, and then you've got to release the key and then start again. It's a little bit slow, but it's braking a lot faster there. I put the stop and go braking back on a minute, and I'll back up this way, like that. I don't know. No, that actually seems to be about the same. I don't think there is like a major difference between the two. So I got that a little bit wrong, I think. No, in answer to your question, I'm not sure about that. It doesn't seem to be like a significant difference between the two. But anyway, the first thing that I was asked to test out is grain. Where can we tip it and where can we not tip it? Now, we know that we can tip grain just about anywhere. We already know that. That one's a given. But the one thing that we don't know is tipping into the water. What happens if we tip grain into the water? So that was what I wanted to have a look at today. I'm just going to come over to this one. You've got a load of grain in you. So if I bring this one over here like this, and then we switch to the combine, that one, put that arm out, it should go right over. Not quite enough in the trailer. It's not quite high enough to avoid that trailer there, I noticed. We just want to nudge forward a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Let some of that load into there. I mean, we'll take all of it. We'll take everything that we've got in his combine, and we'll run off with that. And where is our nearest lake from here? We've got the actual lake up there, and then we've got down by the beach. So first up, I think we will drive up to the lake, and we'll test that up there and see what that's like. We can go past the biogas plant as well, and just take a look at this, because there's this thing where you've got to buy the biogas plant, and you can't use it until you've gone and bought it. So I just wanted to have a little look around in the biogas plant and just see what's going on with that. And what is it that there's no sort of indication here that is a thing. I love the fact that those silage clamps are so big. Look how big those silage clamps are, because you know what that means, don't you? Those massive silage clamps there. Here under miscellaneous, you've got the Roper Nuaro mouse, which picks up just about anything, including silage. You'll be able to use that one on here and load stuff up. The only thing that this doesn't have, mind you though, we used to have to tip stuff straight in the top, didn't we? We couldn't tip it into the piece in the front down here. And I'm wondering if we've still got to do that. There's a marker on the ground now. Does that mean that we can tip in there with a trailer? This is something I'm not sure of. I'm not sure how to go about test. We can silage bales. We used to be able to sell silage bales there. Whether we could still do that, I don't know. We'd have to have a look at that. Let me get up over to the lake a minute, and we can test this little bit with the lake that I want to find out. Right. Let's have a little jaunt down here, if we can get our trailer to follow us. down into the water, and then we can find out. Right, so we are right over the water, and it's giving us a solid bottom on the water. It's not actually sinking us into the lake. So let's do Control I. You don't have access to this land. So I'm not allowed to tip here at the moment because I don't own the land. It's not even allowing me to tip it. And interestingly, you don't own the lake at all. I can buy that bit up there and buy the piece around the lake, and I can buy that piece right there, buy the piece under the lake, but I still don't actually own this piece of land right here. You don't have access to this land. Now that's interesting to note. So we can't do anything there at all. I'm not allowed to. So, yeah, I may as well just go. I'll go straight over to the beach now, and we'll see what we can do over there. We've got one bit where we've actually built on the beach, so we'll see if we can do something around that one. I want to bring it down this way, and can we... Oh, we should. Well, I'm hoping we can get down to the beach here. This is the bit that we own. We already bought this because we've already built on the beach. So if we come down here fast, we may not be able to get through. I love the fact that it's so heavy on the bottom. It's like a it's like a lifeboat. Lifeboats is really, really heavy on the bottom. So if they go upside down, they almost invariably right themselves. And you don't have any trouble. So can we, first of all, can we tip on the beach? Let's just find that one out. Control H. No, Control I. Yes, we can. So I've got a little pile of grain there on the beach. Can I tip further down on the beach? Let's drive it back this way. Back it into the water a little bit. So it'll say that we don't own this, I'm sure of it. Although, actually, yes, it does. It does say that we don't own it. You can't drive too deeply. It's not letting me do it. Right now, I'm doing the left control. And if you look here, we'll zoom in a little bit and land. We're off the edge of the land here. I'm going to buy that bit just in case. But it doesn't look like it's going to allow me to go and get any of that. I'm not allowed to buy it. Like that piece up there, I'm not allowed to buy that. The railroad there, another one that we're not allowed to buy or own. And then you've got these sections up here. So everything is unownable apart from the biogas plant. The biogas plant is literally the only one that you do own. And the lime station as well, incidentally. The lime station does go in with it. And over here, the port grain elevator, we've got a separate lime station. That one there you don't own. Sawmill is out separate, but this one is not. This one is that's sort of done in with it. So if I go there and I remove that, go back. Oh no, it brings the symbols back up once you switch over to the land thing. So we can't change that either. That's really interesting to note that some of them are actually like that. So we cannot tip into the water. I'm wondering if we could maybe tip into the rivers or something like that. Control I, you don't have access to this land. Still don't have access. Still don't have access. Nope. Gonna keep going until it will allow me to tip. This action cannot be performed here. Again. And again. It's got to let... Oh, there we go. Right, so that is the... It's stopped... Oh, no, I've run out of grain. That's literally it. Right on the very shoreline is the furthest back that you can tip grain. So there's the answer to that question. That's where you can tip grain, and that's how far back you can tip the grain. We cannot go any further than that. I'm just going to switch you off. I'm going to leave you there. And then this bad boy here. So we've got the standard Mahindra Retriever right here. I'm going to unhitch that one as well. So I've got this bad boy right here. Now this has a top speed of 97k. It does fairly well. Okay, so there are 3 Mahindra Retrievers that we can use. And I was told that in order to be able to achieve decent airtime out of the container at the port, we need to use the Mahindra Retriever. I don't know if it's this one or if it was one of the other ones, but my goodness me, look at this thing go. It is fantastic. So we're going to try this one first, and then we'll have a look at the other two as well, and we'll see how they compare for airtime. I'm pretty sure we're going to be pleased with the results. We're going to be jumping vehicles. Of course we're going to be pleased with the results. Okay, that was a good start. Now, we'll bring this one over here. We want to get it lined up. And what I was trying to do was I was trying to do it from the fence over here. I wanted to get it lined up into there. So I want to come over to here. And I want to get it lined up through there in a straight line. So we can come straight back now. It does look promising. We can get a 22k coming backwards. And we did that quite early on. So I'll bring it right back here, like that. Are you ready? Now that was good timing. That was really good timing. Here we go. Okay, so we got 20k, we've got 30k, we've got 40k. This is looking better. 50k we've managed. Okay, that was about the same as previous issues. We want to go into cars, and we've got the Mahindra Retriever 1000 Limited Edition. Now, this one here, again, is a 97k top speed. No options on it. We will buy that bad boy right there. It's 83 horsepower or 61 kilowatts. This one here is 83 horsepower, 61 kilowatts. It's exactly the same. This one is only 23 horsepower, and it's 50k. So the John Deere one seems altogether a bit more disappointing. We're going to get some details on this one. Nah, there's nothing on that one. I suspect the John Deere one is going to be the disappointment of the group. Let's have a look. 4x4 Gator. It's smaller. Sluggish. Okay, I'm not impressed with the John Deere one. Not impressed at all. It can stay down there. Right. Now, apparently it's the black one. I was told the black one is the one that I want. I don't know if the black one is the one that is going to make the difference. We'll try it. You've told me to go for this one, so we'll try it. Let's take this one all the way up to the port a minute, and we'll see if this is the bad boy we want. It's achieving a reasonable speed as we come round here. Although, not so much when you go into the poles there, like that. Well, I come along here at the full 97, but I don't want to be doing 97 in through here, because I'm not going to get round that corner and get myself lined up correctly. Alright, I need to be able to be lined up for this in order to make this work. So we'll go to there, and then we'll back up. We'll see if this is going to work. It might not. We might be able to get a little bit further on this. What I'd really like is for there to be no fence right there, because then I feel I'd have a better chance at it. But here we go. We've got 97. We've got 40, 50. Exactly the same speed as what the other one did. Exactly the same. Although it landed on its feet, which is, I suppose, a bit of a bonus. But again, a little bit disappointing. I need more speed. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to get myself a mod, and I'm going to need to modify it so that I can get much more speed, much more grip, and I can properly launch myself out through that thing. It appears that this is as far as we can get. We can go no further off of here. You cannot drive off the end of the pier, which, I must be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed about that. I wanted to drive off the end of the pier. But at least we can drive up and down here with our little Mahindra. See if we can get down these steps. Have a look down here. Try this out. I'm doing all these things so you don't have to. Okay? You don't have to get arrested for driving down the steps at the pier with your little Mahindra. Because, you know, how are you going to explain that one to your mother? How are you going to explain that one to your boss? Oh, yeah, I borrowed the Mahindra so that I could go for a little walk and mowed people down on the beach. That's not the sort of conversation that you want to have with people. It really isn't. Okay? Do not drive too deeply in the water. Right, I'm trying to drive too deeply in the water, but it's not having it. Right, I'm getting deeper and deeper and deeper here. It's not interested. It's not having it. Apparently we can drive deeply in the water and it makes no difference to us. The only thing that we can't do is we can't ride the horses down here, so I'm not sure how I'm kind of mixed feelings about that, whether or not this is a good thing or not. Let's just climb back up here a minute. Is that... Oh no, this isn't the active railway here. This is a different one. But anyway, we have tried jumping through there once again, and yeah, I still feel it was mixed results on that. Another thing that people wanted me to have a quick look at was the self-propelled sprayers. There we go, crop protection. We've got the Stara one there, which does both solid fertilizer and liquid fertilizer, and then we've got a Hardy right there. So if we go here into customize, this one can have narrows or it can have standards. We'll use the narrows on this one and we will buy it. Yes, I did use this one in FS19 in the fields, and I found it to be very, very good. And it's quite handy that you can... Yes, I do want to buy that one. It's very cool that you can actually use solid fertilizer in it, and it does work really well. I was particularly pleased with that one. No, I want to go like that. So, yeah, this one here. You can either load up the liquid tank at the front, or you've got the solid tank at the back. And they've got two different spreading widths. The solid tank at the back, I don't know if it actually tells you what the spreading widths are. On here, it says 27 meters. Doesn't say if it's 27 meters for both. But if you go here onto the controls right there, you've got open cover, unfold sprayer, turn on. If you turn on the sprayer... just without doing anything, it will... if you've got both types of fertilizer in, and you turn on the sprayer... Hang on, what does that do? Oh, that puts the wheels out. You've got a mouse button there that puts the wheels out and in if you want to. Obviously, if you're doing this in real life, you would obviously do that while you're driving along. You wouldn't want to do that while it was stood still. If you just turn this one, if you've got both types of fertilizer in and you just switch the thing on, it will use the granules at the back. If you unfold it first with the sprayer, it will then use the sprayer. Right? It won't. You cannot use the granules at the back with the sprayer bit unfolded. It won't let you do that. And that's how you select which one you want to use. If you unfold it, then you turn on sprayer and you're using the sprayer bit. Right? It's as simple as that. Nice and easy. You've also got a sprayer piece on the back as well. See, it all lowers down and raises up together. Whole thing together like that. Now, if I fold that back up, and we wait for it to fold all the way up, the moment it's saying turn on sprayer, and I can't remember if it changed. Did it change, or was it saying turn on sprayer or not? Can't really remember. So that one folds all the way up, and it folds up forwards rather than backwards, so it doesn't get granules sort of wrapped around the whole thing. There we go. Alright, still saying turn on sprayer, but now when you switch the thing on, it will spread granules instead of actual fertilizer. So let's just bring that one in over there and stop that one. I'm not going to bother filling it up and showing you now, because you all know how sprayers and stuff work. This one over here has no such option. This one is simply a liquid sprayer. This is one of those that does it... What do we got on this? So you got unfold, toggle steer... Oh, I see. Yep, you got a steering mode on this one. So you got front wheel only, or you've got double steering on there. Hardy... Absolutely... It's a long time since I've seen Hardy. I'm pretty sure my dad used to have a Hardy sprayer many, many years ago. Long time ago now, back when I was just a wee boy. But this thing looks really cool. I really like the look of this one. I haven't actually looked at it at all yet, so we'll just unfold it now. This is another one of those forward-mounted booms. Now, I didn't think that this was such a good idea when I first seen this. I thought, well, surely that's not going to work out so well, because, you know, the spray goes down, the tires go straight over it. Surely that's going to, like, lead to potential contamination issues and things like that, and it's just, you know, generally going to be not good, surely. But apparently it is good. It does work, and you don't get issues with it. So bring this one over here, and I've got, at the moment, I think I've got the settings, so that, where are we? We want to go to that. Yeah, it's all set on buy. So if I press H, the hired help will go and do this for me. They are spreading fertilizer. They're putting fertilizer on the ground. I don't want you to put fertilizer on the ground. How do I change them? How do I make them hire worker, fold sprayer, change cruise control? First need to... I'm guessing... Well, I've got front wheel steering. As soon as the hired help took over, he changed it to front wheel steering instead of using the useful one like this. He had to change it over. I'm guessing, though, that it auto default. If it's completely empty, it auto defaults to a sprayer. In order to do weed control, I guess you'd have to put the weed stuff in first, unless you've got a field that's already fertilized and then there's weed in there. But anyway, the boom is fairly robust. We've got a fairly strong boom here. It's quite strong. Seems to be able to withstand quite a bit of abuse. Just wanted to test that a minute. We can go back to this one a minute, as I do want to just find out if it will do that. Like, if we just press H with it like this, it should just start doing the fertilizer spreading straight out the bottom. And that'll be our final test on things here today. We looked at some of the forestry stuff. We chopped down a palm tree. We've looked at that. Somebody has put a suggestion of something they'd like me to do at the very end of this little short garage series. We've got 1, maybe 2 episodes left, so if there is anything you really desperately want to see, then get in the comment section, let me know. I'll do what I can. Otherwise, yeah, we've only, like I said, we've got a couple days left. We're not going to be doing a huge amount more. Most of the rest of the stuff that I want to test, we'll be able to do some of the time. Right, I just pressed H then. It didn't do anything at all. Right, unfold, turn on. C, select camera, stop engine, you first need to fill the tool, change cruise control, activate, open cover. I can open the cover like that. I don't want to open the cover. But it's not giving me an option for using the hired help on that field. So, what we can do is we can go fruit types, growth, right there. Oh, right, number 6. Field number 6 up there. There's no... Well, there's no fertilizer on here. I mean, it's got lime. Or needs lime. I'm going to go for field 6 a minute. We go up there. Buy that one. Yes. Somebody did say they wanted me to buy everything. Every single bit of land that is available, they wanted me to buy it. We can try that at some point. Maybe we'll do that in our next episode. We do have the money available. We are able to do that. I think we could stretch to that. Now... do I need to actually put the fertilizer, the solid fertilizer, in here in order for me to be able to do this? We don't seem to have anywhere that you can go and buy just fertilizer as it is. You've got to buy it in the bags at the moment. Right, if I... pressing H, I'm not getting anything. Nothing at all. If I unfold, like this... that's going to switch it over, obviously, to the other mode, which I didn't really want to do. So it doesn't look like pressing H for the default for that one. It doesn't, like, come up with the granules. Even though we've got buy fertilizer as it goes along, it's not auto-buying the fertilizer for this one. I don't know why. Although, when I press H here, it's not doing anything on that either. I'm pressing a button. It's G to... nope, it's, I'm pressing that button. It's not doing it. Open cover. Okay, it would appear that I do actually need to put something in this one in order to get it to work. I don't know if this one will take lime as well. There's a thing that we could test. Let's go. I don't think it does. I think it actually says in the shop if it takes lime. Right, if you look in here, that's not got a thing there for lime. Go up to there. beet, sugarcane, crop protection. Nope, but we want to go into here, and then crop protection, fertilizer technology on there. That's lime there, that symbol right there. This one doesn't take it, and neither does the new mob, the Kavernland right there. That doesn't take lime either. Lime is the only thing that is available, though. We're not, there isn't a space that you can go and buy fertilizer. And I know that some people are asking for placeable tanks for fertilizer and seed. I'm with you on that one. I really like the idea. I mean, it's fun, like, playing around with the pallets a little bit, but I don't want to be doing that all the time. You do get fed up with messing around with those pallets after a while. But we'll come over this way. We will just see if we're able to buy fertilizer at all in here. Very much doubt that this is going to be an option for us. But where is the lime tank? That's my next question, is where is... Yeah, that's a very good question, actually. Where is the lime tank? Lime station, right... Oh, it's down the end. Okay. Actually, I think it's through here. Ooh, that was close. That's twice now we've nearly been swiped by that train. Just missed it, but we have very nearly been swiped by the train. So, here's the lime station. And I don't think that we can fill up. I'm pressing... Ah, no. There's no option there for filling up from that lime station. We've got the wrong sort of vehicle. So I don't think that's going to be a thing. So it looks like we'd have to actually put something in this one in order to be able to make it work. I'm not going to worry about that now. Maybe we can test that another time if you really, really want me to. If there is anything else you'd like me to have a look at in this series, then please get into the comment section and let me know. I will do what I can to have a look round and see if there's any other mechanics that we want to test before we finish up with this little series. And yeah, that's all we got time for today. So if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.